In an era when legends were born from deeds of valor and the world was a crucible of strife and honor, there was a hero whose name was etched into the chronicles of history. This is the story of Cedric, the guardian of resolve. Cedric was born in a small village nestled amidst the rolling hills and sprawling forests. From a young age, he was known for his insatiable curiosity and boundless energy. While other children played simple games, Cedric would venture into the woods, exploring every nook and cranny, his imagination turning the forest into a land of adventure. Cedric's father, a humble blacksmith, often watched his son with a mix of pride and concern. He saw the fire in Cedric's eyes and knew his son was destined for more than the quiet life of a village craftsman. Cedric would spend hours at his father's forge, mesmerized by the glowing metal and the rhythmic clang of the hammer. It was there that he first learned the value of hard work and perseverance. Despite his adventurous spirit, Cedric was deeply compassionate. He was the first to help when someone was in need, whether it was mending a broken fence or fetching water for an elderly neighbor. His kindness earned him the love and respect of the entire village. His best friend, Alastair, often accompanied him on these errands, and together they were an inseparable duo. Alastair, the son of the village healer, was a boy of contrasting temperament to Cedric. Where Cedric was bold and outgoing, Alastair was thoughtful and reserved. Their differences complemented each other, forging a bond that was as strong as any sword Cedric's father ever crafted. They spent countless hours together, sharing dreams and ambitions under the shade of the ancient oak tree that stood at the edge of the village. One summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Cedric and Alastair sat by the river, talking about their future. Cedric spoke of becoming a great warrior and protecting their village, while Alastair dreamed of becoming a healer like his mother, using his knowledge to aid those in need. They made a pact that night to always look out for each other and to use their strengths to protect their home. Their friendship was tested one fateful day when a weary traveler arrived at the village, bearing grim news. An approaching warlord named Thaler was sweeping across the land, conquering village after village with his ruthless army. The village elders, wise and weathered from years of hardship, saw a spark in Cedric, a potential for leadership and bravery that could rally their people. Cedric knew that his peaceful village life was about to change forever. With little time to spare, he sought out Marcus, an aging war veteran who had once served in the king's army. Marcus had retired to the village years ago, seeking solace from the horrors of war. Though reluctant at first, Marcus saw the determination in Cedric's eyes and agreed to train him. Cedric trained tirelessly under Marcus's watchful eye. Days turned into weeks as he learned the ways of the sword and bow, and more importantly, the strategies and tactics that could make a difference against a larger, more powerful force. Marcus taught him not just to fight, but to think 3 steps ahead, to use the terrain to his advantage, and to inspire others with his courage. As Thaler's forces drew closer, Cedric organized the villagers, turning farmers and craftsmen into a makeshift militia. He worked day and night, building fortifications and devising plans to outwit the enemy. The villagers' determination and Cedric's leadership kindled a fierce hope among them. Alastair was by Cedric's side through it all, his quiet support a steady anchor amidst the rising tide of fear and uncertainty. While Cedric trained with Marcus, Alastair gathered herbs and prepared salves, readying himself to tend to the inevitable wounds of battle. The bond between them grew stronger, each supporting the other in their own way. Cedric's transformation from a curious boy to a determined leader was swift and profound. He found strength in the support of his friends and the wisdom of Marcus. The weight of the responsibility he carried was heavy, but it was a burden he was willing to bear for the sake of his home and loved ones. As the warlord's army approached the village, Cedric stood atop the newly constructed barricades, his heart filled with both fear and resolve. The villagers, armed and ready, looked to him for guidance. But as the first clash of swords echoed in the distance, Cedric spotted a shadowy figure moving stealthily behind their lines. Who could it be? Was their enemy already among them?